Let's take this forward ahead. Mr. AK Jana, MD at IGL, is now joining us. So what do you make of this new tariff pipeline which has come in, this gas tariff simplified structure, saying that probably current OMC business, will continue with the city distribution players? What do you make of it?
You see, PNGRB, they have considered our request. As regard our demand was there, the intent of the act was there to increase the additional infrastructure. Now, if the CGD, those who are operating with the CNG station in the retail outlet, if it is given from the CGD entity to OMCs, so there is no question of additional infrastructure. So we took up this issue, and PNGRB has considered the day it is notified by the PNGRB, till that time, whatever the CNG stations are being operated in the ROs, that will continue to operate with the CGD entities. So that has been considered, and nobody can take, even the people can ask of that, if the agreement is over, then what can be done. So once even agreement is over, but it will continue to be operated by the CGD entity only. For the new retail outlet, that also, the compression facility, it depends on two things. One, feasible financial feasibility is to be studied. Once it is there, then only the CGD entity, they would be setting up the compression facilities, whereas the dispensing facility can be set up by the OMCs. So as regard that is concerned, as IGL is concerned, we do have our own CNG stations around, out of 155, around 45% is already are with us. So we don't have much problem. So we'll continue to operate that 555 CNG stations. For new CNG stations, definitely we'll be working with the OMCs how to go about that. Yeah.
Right, but sir, earlier than what was earlier anticipated, this comes in as a positive, or it is less stricter than what was earlier anticipated?
It is beneficial for CGD entities basically, and it is good for the CGD entities. And we are asking for the same, and they have considered our request. So we are happy on this particular aspect.
Right, I just wanted to understand, this is going to be a positive move all in all. While it will lower the landed cost to consumers as well, the overall gas consumption as well in India is going to improve. Can you give us a sense as to how you see this playing out?
See, in the Q2, what we have seen that we could reach up to 93, 95%. And Q3, and by end of the Q3, probably we would be surpassing our average last year value, what we used to achieve that. But the fact is that in the Q4, when the school and the IT sector would be working from their office, then I'm expecting with the new additional infrastructure, CNG stations, as well as domestic connections and industrial connections, I'm expecting around 5 will be at par. Maybe less than that, but it is insignificant, would be there, less than the last year what we have achieved. But in the 21-22, we expect there would be an increase in the volume, around 10% increase would be there.
And give us a sense as to what the outlook is for your company in specific, in terms of your volumes on the back of this move, as well as the landed cost to consumers, how you see that being impacted and lowered?
You see, as regard IGL is concerned, and we have our own CNG station, as I told you, and our plan is to have our own CNG station, around 100 additional CNG stations we are going to add in a couple of years. So today, if I see the total number of CNG stations are more than the number of petrol pumps we are having in the Delhi. In addition to that, we are working for our new GAs, and aggressively we are working setting up the CNG station, as well as the industrial connections would be there. So with the volume, additional volume would be coming from our new GAs, and from the existing, in Delhi itself, and we had a target. We are having a target of around 2,50,000 houses are to be connected this year, and all put together, we have a target for this year around 3 lakhs houses are to be connected, out of which around 1,25,000 houses got connected. So we are hopeful that we'll be able to achieve that with the increased customers, and our volume definitely would be around 10% higher in the next year, in 2021. So with that, at the same time, since the CNG stations, whatever we have commissioned till now, till these notifications, that would be also with us. So the volume would be increased, and the apprehension was there prior to that. If the CNG stations are not retained by us, then probably there would be a hit. But today we are very much comfortable to say that since the CNG stations would be there with us, so we don't have any problem as regard volume growth is concerned.
Right. So my point was exactly that once you have clarity that CNG stations are with you, or nobody else is going to bid for that, versus competition also, or potential competition rather, it gives you a leeway of 3-4 years to enhance more in the next 3-4 years versus others.
Yeah, but 3-4 years. You see, the question, it will take around 3-4 years. You see, some new entities would be coming. They would be requiring to understand the market, understand the customer, and it's a long way to go. And we do have our infrastructure exclusivity also with us, and I don't foresee any problem by these regulations would be there with the IGL. So our volume will continue to grow, and at the same time we would be setting up our own infrastructure. We are now concentrating having our own infrastructure as regards CNG stations are concerned, and we'll be trying to bring definitely the good pricing policy would be. We are working on the pricing policy also, so as to attract our more customers. Whosoever are there, we should be able to place them in a better positions than the other competitor.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. Let's